watching CI Living, at home in your community.
'Tis the season for indoor sports, and maybe you have a kid eager to play some hoops.
Or maybe mom and dad are ready to bump Shet and Spike out there on the volleyball court. It's all happening at the Champaign Park District. Sport manager Justice Miller joins us. Hi, Justice.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Fantastic. All right, so we are about ready to get all the kids signed up to play basketball. Let's start there.
Yeah, so our basketball season will start late January. Registration closes this month, December 30th, so right after the holidays. This is our first year playing an actual basketball league since COVID started, so we're really excited to bring this back to the community. I know lots of those athletes are getting antsy. They want to be back on the court for sure.
Well, yeah, and it runs from 1st through 8th graders. I know the junior high school ball teams are kind of wrapping up right now. Is this boys and girls?
Yeah, so our younger kids, our 1st and 2nd graders, run a co-ed program, so they play together, but every age group after that is split boys and girls. Kind of run it right after the middle school season ends so that we're not competing with that middle school age group, and it gives the athletes another opportunity to continue to get better.
I love that I'm reading in here that it says that they will receive approximately equal playing time, because this is the age, honestly, where they need, even if they're not good, they need to get the exposure and they need to get the playing time so that then when they are older and on an official school team, you know, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, so absolutely. A lot of that playing time comes into factor with if we have enough volunteer coaches. So depending on the numbers of coaches that we have, we'll factor in the number of kids we can put on each team. So when we're short on coaches, we kind of have to stack those teams with numbers. So we're always in need for volunteer coaches for our programs.
Nice segue.
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a second, though. I wanted to ask about the assessment, because I saw that was on the list. Is that to try to get an idea of how good each kid is, so you don't have one team with all these superstars and one team with a bunch of kids who haven't played before?
Yes, yeah. So we try to, we try to make sure the teams are balanced. We don't want to have, just a one stacked team for the whole league, because then it just kind of makes it not very fun.
Right.
But we want to keep everybody competitive in the league and build up those skills throughout the year.
Okay, now we need some coaches so that we have several teams to participate.
Yes, absolutely. So coaches are always needed. All of our youth programs utilize coaches. The commitment for basketball is actually not very much. So you practice 1 day a week. Just depending on the age group. You can find that information on the website, which one you're interested in. And then we play all of our games on Saturdays. Depending on the age group, you'll either play solely at the Leonard Center, but some of our older age groups we combine with Urbana, and so we play at the Leonard Recreation Center and the Urbana Brookins Center.
In order to coach, do you have to have a son or daughter on a team? Can you coach independently?
Yeah, we have a couple of U of I kids for our soccer program that will come and coach, so occasionally we get that as well for other programs.
And how much do you have to know?
Yeah,
are you doing X's and O's and plays on a clipboard? Or
what kind of qualifications do we need here?
Yeah, so I mean, the more qualifications, the better, obviously. But we do provide some practice plans, some different video clips for coaches on different programs and plays and things like that. So we can always help those coaches get better. You do have to be 15 and up to be a volunteer coach, just so that you're a little bit older than the kids that you're coaching.
Okay, now let's get to volleyball. I know there's so many people who miss playing volleyball after the high school level, so this is a great opportunity for them to still play.
Yeah, absolutely. So our program used to be huge, and there was a big upset. We were going to run a program back in 2020. It was going to be the reboot of the program, and at the time, volleyball wasn't allowed to run indoors. So a lot of our participants were a little bummed to hear that. But we brought it back. We just ran our fall season, actually just ended last night, so we're continuing the registration for our winter-spring season, and we're really excited to bring that back. Enrollment was a little low this past season, but we're just kind of getting the word out and getting teams back in. I know
to be doing assessments and putting you on a team. This will be like, hey, get your teams together and come join us?
Yes, so you register as a team. You can play with as little as 4 up to 6. We have co-rec teams, and then we also do a women's league as well. We have all variations of skill level. So we do a recreational league on Thursday night, which is just, like people who want to get together. Maybe they didn't play in high school, but like want to be active, all the way up to we have what's called our competitive A league on Sunday nights, and those are a lot of like
hardcore
volleyball players, like past college players, things like that.
Oh, wow.
It's very intense, very fun to watch.
That would be the one Tim and I would probably be participating
You know,
in.
there are several things in life that I cannot do recreationally.
That's
Volleyball is one of them.
Yeah.
It's really hard to play recreational volleyball because there's one person who doesn't care, and it's no fun for me.
Yeah, this was my first season playing co-ed volleyball, and it was definitely a transition from like high school women's volleyball when I played. So,
Interesting.
but a lot of fun regardless.
And making new friends.
Yeah,
There
good
you
way to
go.
stay active too. I didn't realize how intense volleyball was. I played softball my whole life.
Yeah.
So.
Bump set, spike it. That's the way we like it.
Oh, put that on a t-shirt.
I paid attention to the cheerleaders when I was growing up. Anyway,
Volleyball and cheerleaders?
they did.
I didn't
They
know
would say
that.
bump set, spike it. That's the way we like it. Anyway, we'll connect you with all the details on how you can play volleyball or get one of the kids playing basketball, coach, all that good stuff. Just go to our website, CILiving.tv.